100 Women in Finance established its location in South Africa in June last year. It launched at the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. The organization's CEO, Amanda Pullinger, met various business leaders and challenged them to increase the participation of women in the financial industry. A PwC report released last year showed 95% of all CEOs and 87% of CFOs on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange were male. Despite this, Pullinger says African countries have made enormous progress in the inclusion of women in the financial corporate space.
So, I get to travel the world. Our 32 locations are literally across 5 continents. And I think what's surprising when people say to me, where are the best places in the world for professionals in this industry? Where are the worst places? They might be surprised that actually South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya, where we are located on the continent, are actually doing relatively well compared with the likes of places like Germany and Switzerland, where there's enormous stigma still around highly educated women with families working at all. And so what I observed in South Africa is there are similar challenges to many of the other parts of the world. The biggest challenge that I see, but also the biggest opportunity, is the lack of visibility of women in senior roles in the industry.
Pullinger says their organization focuses on how they can change the perception of who can be a CEO or a CFO at a corporation. She believes firms want to create change and many are looking for solutions. Pullinger elaborates how they use education to help improve perception of the industry.
How do we do that? Well, one of the things is that we put on education events. So we make sure that on our panels, we have women who are expert in their field. This isn't about talking about being a woman in the industry. It's talking about what they're expert at. Because we believe that if women who are experts in a particular area are visible, the next generation of young women can see that it's possible for someone like them to be in that role.
100 Women in Finance offers free membership to university students, mostly women studying finance. They also offer a free Jumpstart program for female students. The program gives students access in understanding what the industry is about.
We connect female students with early career women to really understand how do they get a job in this industry. And I know that there's a lot of focus in South Africa around youth unemployment. We believe that there are opportunities in the world for women to come into this industry, to find opportunities internationally through the skill set of whether it's being an analyst in the industry or on the operational side or in the business development or marketing side. There are amazing opportunities in this industry for the next generation.
Pullinger says they are also pushing for the inclusion of black women in the sector.
It may surprise you to know that 40% of CEOs in the financial industry in Nigeria are women, and they are black women. 40% of chairs of boards in Nigeria are women, and they are black women. And so part of the power of what we can do as an organization that's not just in one location, but in many, is to demonstrate that it is possible, that there are firms that are creating opportunities, not just for women, but for women of color.
International Women's Day is a global event celebrated annually on the 8th of March. This year's event will be marked under the theme Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. Mpumelelo Maphalala, SABC News, Johannesburg.